Let's continue our discussion on the macro power and see the last point, which is cooperative strategy making. Cooperative strategy making. Remember that I mentioned that organization has got three options to respond to its environment: to influence and control it, to be controlled by it, to be influenced by it, and the middle way, collaboration and cooperation. Collaboration with the environment and different actors for its own interest. Let's talk about the cooperative strategy making, how organizations make their strategy through cooperation in their environment. And there are different forms to it: networks, collective strategy, strategic alliances, and strategic sourcing. Let's talk about each one by one. See, the first important is networks. It is argued that, and it is rightly argued that, the actual activity in the real world, in the business world, is not by the single organization, but by the networks of the organizations. This network can have many forms and many dimensions. I hope that you people are aware of the concept of the industrial cluster. Industrial cluster is actually the concentration of an industry and its allied industries into a particular geographical area or region. And this industrial cluster is the example of industrial networking, in which different types of networks can be observed. There is a network of the like firms, there is the network of the firms and its suppliers, there is a network of the firms and its distributors, and there is network of the firms and its customers. So there are different networks. These networks are actually created by the organizations under cooperative strategy, because at times the single organization is too weak to manage to respond to its environment. Then organizations collectively respond to their environment in networks. The second is the collective strategy. And this is also an important form in which you see that you might have heard about the horizontal business combinations. Horizontal business combination is the form of business cooperation in which the like firms at the similar level develop the cooperations and collaborations, and through their collaborations they own and have a cooperative strategy to serve their purpose. For example, you are aware of the industrial associations. You are aware of the chambers of commerce and industries. These are the cooperative forms of the organizations in which different organizations gather at one platform actually to negotiate better terms with the government and other environmental factors. Strategic alliances. You see that organizations also develop different alliances. When different companies develop alliances with other companies, with other organizations, and they may develop alliance with their competitors even. They develop alliance with their distributors. They develop alliance with some other related firms. Maybe a fast food dealer is the combination of it's a result of the alliance between a beverages company or a fast food company. So there can be different alliances to effectively deal with the environment. And cooperative strategy, if you see that, there are typical alliances before us. There are 11 forms as an example. Collaborating advertising. Different companies combine together and they advertise. Research and develop partnerships. Different organizations set up single R&D unit, because this is not in the capacity of a single firm to have R&D set up. Then lease service agreements, shared distribution, technology transfer, cooperative bidding, cross manufacturing, resource venturing, government and industry partnering, internal spin-offs, cross licensing. These all are the terms. I would invite you all to look into it, search for the meanings of these terms, and find out that how these are the good examples of cooperative strategy. The last important one is strategic sourcing, in which organizations source with different organizations, and there are different flavors to it. Now let's sum up the discussion of the micro and the macro power under the power school. Under the micro power, we have discussed about strategy making as a political process, political games in organizations, the benefits of politics, using politics to get strategies accepted. And under the macro power, we have talked about external control by organizations, stakeholder analysis, strategic maneuvering, and cooperative strategy making. Conclusively, we can say at this point that for understanding that how strategies are formed in the organizations, we really need to understand that how strategy is formed as power in politics, and what is the role as the micro and the macro power in the organizations. If we understand this, we can really understand that how actually strategy is made in the real world. Thank you very much.